Hi everybody, welcome into Universal Beauty, and today we're just going to do a casual Saturday look using the Too Faced White Peach palette. I have been at the beach all morning and now just decided to run home, and before going out I just want to smarten up my look a little bit, although I don't have like a lot of time. So this is just a look that you can leave your messy hair, but just warm up your face and feel good about, you know, going out, and whether you're going to meet somebody or have lunch or you know, something like that. Also, we're going to announce the winner of the MAC Girls Risk Taker palette. I'm going to draw a name out of my my glass jar here, so I will be doing that as soon as we get through the look. So good luck everybody, and if you're interested in how we get this look with the White Peach palette and other Too Faced peach products, keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. Today I think just to just try to transition in from a morning look into, you know, a afternoon or later afternoon evening look. I'm going to try to use the Too Faced White Peach palette today. It's a really cute palette. Look at how the little peaches are the what do you call that? They're like a little kiss lock on here. But anyway, pretty colors. They're kind of peachy pink. There's a couple of neutrals, a bit of a tangerine up here, blue and brownish black. So you got all kinds of good stuff you can work with in this palette. And I feel like I just am going to, you know, keep it going with maybe the blush, the highlighter, and maybe a little bit of the bronzer. Actually, though, probably not the bronzer, because just for the sake of saving time, I've already done my foundation and a little contour and a little bit of bronzer, and I used Too Faced Sun Bunny, and that's a really good bronzer. It's one of kind of the first ones that they started doing a while back, and the thing that's really nice about it is it's like two, you know, the round compact divided in two with two different shades that you mix together, and it does have like a little bit of a pink undertone that makes it look just a little more natural, like a tan would, instead of that orangey kind of Oompa Loompa look that comes with other times when, you know, with bronzer that just doesn't oxidize on the skin in a nice way. Okay, so just to get started with this, going in with that brush, and there's a color here that's called Peach Cream. It is this one right here. But I think before I'm going to do that, I am also going to go in with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This one is Painterly. It's the Pro Longwear Paint Pot. I do also use the color Soft Ochre sometimes, but today I'm going in with Painterly. This is kind of a, you know, main staple. A lot of people use these. You can use your finger or you can use a brush to apply, and it just puts like that even sort of color from your lash line to your lid, just so you know, it's nice and blendable. Everything is so much nicer when it's a nice even color and you don't have like discoloration along the lash line, or you know, sometimes up on the lid itself or in the crease. The way everybody's different, how their skin acts, and it is just nice to have a good canvas like that. Now, in order to kind of set that down, there's this Laura Mercier translucent. Gosh, lights everywhere. Looks like this. And just because, you know, you can feel that that's tacky, and you want your shadows to kind of slide on really nicely, I just put a little bit of that translucent powder over the top of the lid. Just, gosh, barely any on the brush, just to let it set. And yeah, that way I think your shadow applies much more evenly. So this stuff is pretty indispensable. There's a few different kinds. I like this one very much. This one is kind of very popular with a lot of people. You probably see if you're watching YouTube videos. The other one is the Urban Decay Velvetizer is a great one. Makeup Forever HD powder I really like. Anyway, so having said that, let's go in with that peach cream color on the big brush and knock a few bits of excess off, and again right over the top just to coat the same area. And it's putting down just that little bit of I don't know, should I say like a bone color, but it's so sheer, it's so light that, you know, again, it's just also the canvas. You know, we've talked about this before, that people think that's not an important step, but or it's a pointless step, but it's actually really good because it does help your shadows really lay down better. Now there's a color down here that's called Fuzzy. That one is like a very like super light chocolate milk kind of color, and that is going on just above the crease. Again, holding my brush back here a little as opposed to right up here, because that's just like too much. So I hold it back here a little, kind of aiming down, and you're just going above the crease to just, you know, swirl that around and get a little bit of, you know, this is your transition color. And again, might seem like a pointless step, but it is not. And, you know, you're going like in an arc, like a rainbow, and you're also swirling. Just putting a little bit of that color there, a little bit more on the other eye, and same thing, rainbow and swirl. Okay. Yeah, transition colors, you know, they end up where you don't really see them at the end result, but they really, really do help to make all these other colors just apply in a really nice, even way. And yeah, I love it. So we're done with that one. Let's go in with this color here that's called Sweet Fig. And it's reading a little lighter on camera than it actually is. It's got a kind of a mauve shade to it. And I'm going in with a Sigma diffused crease brush that's a little bit longer, and getting into some Sweet Fig. And this time, you know, I'm kind of midway on my brush, and it's going more straightforward right into the crease, okay? Just back and forth. Rainbow again, and over the top of your transition shade too, you're bringing these two together, and they're melding together, because you don't need to see the other color of that fuzzy right now. Okay, same thing on the other eye, directly into the crease this time. Rainbows and swirls. Sounds like ice cream. Rainbow swirl. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Now, I think I want to take a pencil brush like this. This one is a Sigma. I really love these Sigma brushes. They're vegan friendly. They're synthetic brushes, but wow, they really, the way they act is so good. They're just perfection. I like these. So this is the E30 pencil brush. And from here, I'm going to go into this color actually that is called On the Grill. And it is the darkest color in the pan. It's not black. It's like a very charcoaly brownish black, if that makes any sense. And I'm just, you know, lightly dipping that pencil brush in there. And I'm just going to come into the corner and at the lash line with this one. And just V'ing out the corner as well. And along the lash line. It's okay if you get a little fallout, and you don't have to be perfect either at this stage. Okay. And I'm going to bring a little bit of it right under the lash line as well. And you know, I'm not making this too dark. I may even skip liner just because, or unless I want to, well, I haven't decided yet. Okay, so let's just do this right now. All right, so you know, that just kind of opens your eye up a little bit. I'm going to take my dedicated blending brush, my little Smashbox, Smashbox goodie, and I'm just gonna blend right here, trying to get that V to diffuse just a little bit. and underneath. Make whatever face you need to make, whatever. Okay, and now I'm going back into that on the grill color and coming back over that again. I just wanted to get that smoothed down and melded with the other colors a little bit, but I still want it dark at the corner. It's kind of a nice demure look with just a little bit of smoke at the side. Okay, just I think I look a little darker on this eye than I do on this one, so I'm just kind of coming back in with a little more product over here. And I am going to, once again, where's my dedicated blending brush? What did I do with it? Here it is. And I'm actually just gonna really get in there and smooth that down again. It's all about blending. No hard lines. Sometime, if anyone's interested, we can do a cut crease or even a half cut crease if you want to see how that goes with actually having that hard line of color transition. For most people, the softer and more diffused is just a better way to go, typically. And I think also, especially as a, you know, if you are a person who's not 21 anymore, sometimes the hard lines can, you know, they can be kind of sharp, and so it's kind of nicer to have everything diffused a little bit. Okay, so now there is this beautiful color here that's like a golden pinky rose gold. It's again, it's reading pretty dark pink on camera, but it's not. It's called Glistening Peach. If I hold it back a little, yeah, it's really hard to see, but anyway, that one I'm gonna just take a flat brush like this one. Well, no, that's not. That's a little too fluffy. Hold on. Let me find a nice flat brush. Okay, so that's too flat. Okay, I got one. This one is a Bare Minerals. It's a foil and fuse brush. And you see how it's flat, but it's also really thin? Okay, so that, you can take a little water or a little bit of, say, like the Urban Decay or All Nighter, which I just have some in a cap here that I'm gonna dip my brush into. Some kind of liquid. Water is fine. And a lot of times with the shimmers or the glitters, a little bit of moisture on your brush will help them hang on to your lid. They're typically the ones that, you know, you get the fallout going. And you would just get that on your brush, coat your brush with that pretty color. And we're just gonna lay that down in the middle of the lid. Now see, it's super light. I'm not going heavy on this. I'm bringing it from the orbital part of your eyeball here in the middle, and I'm bringing it just a little bit down to the inner corner. And that is, it's a very light kind of a color story, but it's just putting a touch of shimmer in that area. And you don't really have to do much, but lay it down and sort of tap it. And it really puts a nice shimmer there if you want to. It's buildable with this, so you can go a little darker and put a little more on, if whatever to your heart's content. It's a good palette, this, because it is super, I think, friendly to all colors of skin, all skin types, and it's just very user-friendly. It's a great palette. It's called the White Peach palette from Too Faced. Okay, so I'm really doing a little rose gold number there. All right, so I'm also gonna just take a little bit on the brush here, right underneath on the bottom of my inner corner, under my lashes. Okay. And yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably really not going to do much in the way of liner, if anything, today. Okay. So I think that that we're done. Oh, you know what though? Just for the sake of a little bit of glam, this is a Japanesque brush. This is the 712 Japanesque. It's a short, stubby little brush, and from the side you can see a little bit fluffy. This color down in the bottom, it's like a very shimmery ice color. Gosh, that's not showing you much at all when I hold it up to the camera. It's like a shimmering icy color, and it's actually called Peach Ice. Dipping this brush into that, and I'm only just going kind of like right where my brow arch is, just to give it a little bit underneath. Not much, again, because it's a shimmer. I don't want to go nuts with anything. I am just putting a little bit there to just highlight. I didn't do a lot of work on brows either. I'm really just, this look is so casual. I've been at the beach all day, and I feel like this is just you know, something you can do quickly to just kind of get yourself together to go out or not. You know, just if you need to meet somebody for lunch and you didn't want to show up with a bare face after you've been out and about and I don't know, outside. So I just used the Benefit Gimme Brow, which is, you know, this little thing with a tiny little brush. It's like a little mascara brush, and you literally just comb that through your brows, and it's got maybe like a fixative in there that'll hold them in place, but I didn't do like a lot of filling in or you know, any kind of real big work on my brows today. Just they're pretty, you know, as is, because I get very sparse like right in here and there and a little bit along the way, but I'm just keeping them casual because this is not going to be a big deal. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the Peach My Cheeks. This one is called So Peachy. This is a powder to cream formula from Too Faced in the little peach. And something about this packaging, I don't know, it's sometimes a little tough. It's like yeah, I do sometimes have a little trouble opening this. I like the formula, but what I'm sometimes end up doing is just yeah, it's kind of bizarre, but kind of push my tweezers in there and open them up. Open it up like that just to get it open. Weird, but anyway, so it's like a pinky peachy color, and it's like a cream, but then it sort of goes powdery, so a little bit on your finger. And then you can just kind of dab at the apple of your cheeks, you know, smile if you need a reminder where it should go. And then, you know, just kind of blend with your other fingers as you go. This is nice and light. Oh, the smell of this stuff is so good though. Oh my gosh, it smells like peaches. I don't know how they did that, but it is beautiful. Oh, wow, it smells so good. Okay, so yeah, I do like blush. Some people don't. If you want to just stick with the bronzer to have, you know, your face look kind of tan and wonderful, go ahead and do that. I already did the Sun Bunny bronzer, but just so you can see what the bronzer in this line looks like, this one is called Toasted Peach, and it's kind of, see, it's like a golden bronzy color, and same kind of formula. So anyway, now this one is Peach Frost. It's called Happy Face. This is the highlighter in this little trio. Boy, really messing with the lights today. Okay, and it looks like this. So now my clean finger is my middle one, and I'm going over the same way. This one is another cream to powder formula, and I'm just tapping on my cheekbone, at the highest point of my cheekbone, because I'm not looking for anything blinding. I just want a little bit of highlight and you know, smoothing that on over the highest point of my cheekbone on both sides. If it's easier for you, you can get some of that product on your middle finger and then rub both of them together. And then if it feels like, you know, it's easier to feel your face to keep it even, do that. And you can put just a little on the tip of your nose, the tip of your chin, and a little on your forehead as well. Okay. And that just gives you, you know, nice little highlight there, but nothing super blinding. Okay. So we'll do mascara off camera, just because that just, you know, it's hard to talk and do that at the same time. So I'll be right back and we'll finish this up and pick a winner. Okay, so mascara in place. Today I just did something simple with, this is pretty vulgar, you know, it's the one with the little birdie on the top. I'm a sucker for cute packaging. But luckily this delivers as well. So this is pretty vulgar. It's the Raven, and that mascara. And I didn't do any liner at all. I just left it with that On the Grill shadow from the White Peach palette, just rimming the lash line. So I'm leaving it at that. I'm gonna do my overdrawn lip with, remember the trick in a couple of videos ago I told you about the Physicians Formula. This is that coppery brown color that I just never would use as a liner, but it sure does work as being a lip liner. So I love an overdrawn lip. And I just concentrate a little under that bottom lip, and that really brings it, makes this part come forward, and that recedes this. So it looks a little more full. And along the top. And I always just, you know, give it a little bit of a blur with my finger. And let me see. Okay, so this is Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the color Toffee. And it's a nice, you know, pinkyish nude neutral. And just a little bit of that. And the last thing, it would be setting spray or something. This I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus, and you just you know, looks like that, and you just kind of give yourself a little distance. And I feel like they say only to give yourself 3 sprays, but I think everybody always tends to overuse those finishing sprays. And get your blending tool and just dab a little bit if there's any really extra watery part or something where you got it a little too heavy. Then that makeup's not going anywhere. That's gonna stay. Okay, and I'm keeping my messy hair from this afternoon because that's just gonna be how it's gonna be. Okay, so the thing is that usually, because I do these on Saturdays, I've been showing you a couple of casual weekend looks, but if you would like to learn how to do something a little more glammed up or a particular color, I notice a lot of the new palettes that are coming out are really featuring blues, and blue's a hard shadow color to wear, but it can be done. So if you have any interest in that or some other color and you just want to know how to make it wearable, like most of us are not going to show up to our job or to class or to meet clients like with an editorial look. That's like, we can appreciate it for what it is, but most of us, that's not how we go out in the world. So if you want to maybe explore that with blues or greens or burgundies or metallics or something like that, leave me a message down below and we'll do that. Let me see. Okay, so for our giveaway, the MAC Girls Risk Taker palette, our winner. Let's see. And it's probably, chances of winning are pretty good because there's not that many of us. So I put the names in a little thing here, and I'm just going to mix them around. There's not that many, like I said, so everybody has a pretty good chance. Okay, and let's see who this is. Okay, and it's Vita G. All right, I'm going to private message you and see where you want this sent. So congrats, and you'll have some fun with MAC. And yeah, it's we'll do another giveaway before too long here. But also what I wanted to mention to you is that I am a happy ambassador for a brand that is called Be Strong. It is a clothing brand out of the UK, and it is a brand that works very hard to inspire and motivate women and girls. Even though it's universal beauty, everybody, but anyway, their clothing, this is their little logo, and it's a female lifting weights, and it's just strong, which I love. It's almost like you're not strong for a girl, you're just strong, and I think that that is really great. So they have really cute workout gear and clothing. This one is my favorite. It's a long sleeved black one that just says just strong on it. I have also got the kind of baseball sleeves, and it just says girl who lifts. And this is the tank, and it says strong in mind, strong in body. And they have like these motivational kind of slogans, and then the little logo of the girl lifting, which anyway, if you know women or young girls, or anybody that you would like to inspire, I think that's a wonderful message, that we're not looking for perfection, we're just looking for progress, and that's what you should ask of yourself. So I love this brand. I'm happy to be an ambassador for them. If you go to their website, which is juststrong.com, if you use my code that they gave me, which is LORNICH 10, you will get 10% off your orders. So go check them out. Like I say, these make great gifts. If not for, if not for yourself, then very inspiring, I think. So that's them. Let's see, anything else? I feel like I would love it if you subscribe. Down below, if you hit that subscribe button and you hit the notification bell next to it, you will get notified every time there's a new upload. I always welcome your suggestions or your comments or anything that you would like to see that we can explore together. We can all learn at the same time, and right now there's not that many of us, so it's a very kind of nice tight-knit little group here, but I would love to hear from you. Give this a thumbs up if you got anything out of this, and hopefully we can get YouTube to share these videos a little more on other people, their stream, and so that we can get more subscribers and grow the community. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Sparkle hard, everybody. Bye-bye.